I've just finished doing the comedy festival.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Got a good review. Anyway, whatever. Who cares?
But you had a good time. It was worth.
Had a great time. Had a great time because you can play to people who have come to see you.
Yep.
Which is often a lot of gigs I do. They're not there to see me.
They're your people.
They're my people. Well, to a certain extent, they're my people, which is good. But that's right. I was doing the comedy festival, and then I went and did like a football club, and that brings you back down to earth, doesn't it? You know, there's a guy yelling out, there's people walking past.
Yeah.
It's not outside. It's during the day.
Yeah.
You go, oh, yeah, I remember this. But yeah, to actually play to people, so you can make reference to stuff. Well, you could refer to this podcast, which I didn't, but you could, and a lot of the people would know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway,
it's a good feeling. It's like a really.
It is a good feeling.
You're a religion. You're a cult.
It's a cult. Well, yeah, it's good because I don't do those sort of tours of theatres or anything. I never thought I was big enough to do that, but I can do a show within a festival and draw a reasonable crowd. And anyway, I gave away some tickets on Nova, and this always makes them laugh. I just say, just give me their numbers. I'll just text them.
I know
from my personal number, and they're like, "Oh, that's so. Oh, are you sure?" I'm like, I don't care. I couldn't care less whether people have my number. It doesn't worry me, whatever.
But so when your phone rings and you don't recognise the number, you still pick it up?
Often I do,
You're a man of the people.
A man of the people. Man of the people, whatever. I'm not fussed by it. And anyway, so all these, mainly women on Nova, must be a female-skewed station. It would be. It was female-skewed. We
Probably.
say,
when you hear the callers,
Yeah, Triple M blokes, you know.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's very true.
Nova, Fox today, sort of women. Anyway, whatever. So I got all these people, and I'm texting them all, and people are saying, "Great, thanks for that. We'll see you tonight." Steph, big fan of yours. Thanks so much. Can I bring one person? I said, "Look, it's a quiet. No, bring as many as you want. I don't care." Steph's like, "Wow, thanks so much. Look, you know, we should meet afterwards, have a drink." I'm like, "Steph, you know,
what?
Oh, I know I'm a married man, but no, I should shout you a drink." Anyway, I get to the gig.
Oh, I thought it was Stefan. It's Stephanie.
It's just Steph. See, this is the thing with names. It's just Steph. So I assume that's a girl, yeah? That's Steph's a girl. Steph's a girl.
Yeah, Steph's a girl. I apologise. Steph.
Steph. Steph.
Yeah. Okay, I apologise.
That's a girl.
Yep.
It's a girl. So anyway, I get to the gig, and there's a young guy sitting down the front, Harry, and I'm just hanging shit on him big time because he said he was a plumber, but he was kind of slight looking.
Yeah.
It's like, plumbers are only big.
Yeah.
I said, how are you going to pick up pipes and crap? He goes, oh, why don't you talk to Steph? Steph's your big fan. Points to Steph. Steph's a big Greek bloke.
Sorry, I spoilt your reveal. You're working towards a reveal and I... God, I should lose my comedy license for that, for fucking up your...
Steph is a big Greek bloke.
Steph is a big Greek bloke. And here are you...
So don't worry about the drink.
Yeah. Here are you thinking that...
Thinking nothing, Glenn. I was thinking nothing. I was thinking Steph was probably a bloke.
Should we do it again?
No.
You don't want to do it again?
No, remember I ruined your thing the other day? You didn't ruin it.
Should we because we never re-record.
No, we never re-record.
And this show we never edit.
We're not editing. We can't be bothered.
When I hear that, I'm going to feel bad.
No, don't
shut
feel
up,
bad.
Glenn. Stop trying to enhance his story with your little observation. What a dick. Steph.
Well, Steph's a girl. That's a girl's name, but these days you don't know.
Well, that's interesting. So if you are going on a blind date, you should check your spelling.
Yeah, check the spelling.
Hey, Siri, is Steph spelt like this, a boy or a girl?
Well, maybe Steph hadn't. Maybe the person who gave me the numbers at Nova had spelled it like that, thinking, I don't know, is that how you spell Steph? Like it's not Stefan. Like Stefan Dennis from Neighbours. You know, it's Stephanie. Anyway.
So you didn't have a drink with Steph, with Big Steph?
No.
But you would have.
No, I wouldn't.
But you would have.
COVID, Glenn. COVID. You can't have.
Because I know you're a man of the people. I often go, Dave, let's go, and you stop and talk to people, and you're very friendly.
Yeah, I am a bit wary now because COVID's still going around. There was like so many cases in it, and a lot of comedians have had it in the comedy festival.
Yeah.
Oh, he's had it. No, it's just like a cold. Yeah. Damien Callan had it. Silip cold. A lot of people have had it. So anyway, there we go. Well, hello to Steph if you're listening, man or woman.
What did he do for a living? Did you find out?
Yeah, builder. Yeah.
God, those guys are like. I remember what's his name, Dipper Domenico.
Dipper.
Remember he gave me a hug once. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Those guys are so strong. And when we worked that guy who does radio, Fox, who was on your TV show.
Fev.
Fev.
Oh, yeah, they're big units.
Big, strong.
Big units.
Me, little 74 kilo. I mean, and you're. I'm
I'm
you're
105, but that's cool. Still.
Anyway,
there we go. Oh, I believe the music is coming.
Welcome to Somehow Related Now. Please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Well, anyway, welcome to our podcast. And don't feel bad. Somehow related. We get 2 topics. We're going to work out how they're related.
999.
What's that?
That's how many reviews we've had. No, I don't look at them that often, but that's it. I don't
it's
know
almost
Facebook.
1,000.
Is it? It is too.
999.
Yeah. I reckon if I saw 999, I'd write a review just so it could be 1,000.
Yeah.
It's a good opportunity.
Reminds me of that song, 99 Cent Luftballons.
Yeah. I mean, but someone will go, you're shit.
Yeah.
I got the 1,000. That's what I do. Shut up, you old fart.
You're shit. Anyway, they don't say that. I think generally with these kind of things, they can't be bothered putting a review on if they're going to say that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get up 2 topics, and we're going to work out how they're related. So maybe if you're just tuning in for the first time, maybe Steph's tuning in for the first time.
I'm scared to make a joke.
No.
I've spooked myself.
No, don't.
Yeah. So 2 topics. How are they related? Well, I think what's exciting is you come on a journey with us.
It's a journey.
It's a journey. It's not a destination. It's not about the destination.
Yeah.
You know, as much as we love Sam,
It's a journey. But sometimes it can be a pretty, as you would say, a long journey for a pretty average view.
don't take a long journey.
No.
Just
Get to the point. That's why it's only generally half an hour. Anyway, what other topics, Sam?
Pennies and Big Ben.
Well, Big Ben. I've seen Big Ben, and the last 2 times I've been to England, which was before COVID, 2018, 2009, it was covered in scaffolding.
Yeah, they're always probably giving it a bit of a clean up.
But I saw, it might have even been Boris Johnson sent a tweet out, and they've taken all the scaffolding down, and oh my God, it looks beautiful. It's all gold and stuff now.
Meaning they've
renovated it. They've
sandblasted it.
Yeah, they've done something to it. Polished it up. Be some bloke up on scaffolding. Bloody hell, Gary, we're almost finished with Big Ben.
Lovely work.
Lovely work.
Smoko.
Smoko. I mean, you think, when I was in England last time, they say a lot of the tradies these days in England are Polish and Indian.
Yep.
But we were staying in South Kensington, right, which is a bit posh.
Could you see you still couldn't see Big Ben.
No, you can't see Big Ben from there. There were a lot of parks with locks on the gates where you go, what the fuck?
But they're in the middle of houses, aren't they?
Yeah, but not always. There was some in the middle of the street, and they're like a park, but they're just locked. They're only available for the people that live in the houses.
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's disgraceful.
But then again, if you don't have... I think it's understandable, but I also think it's a bit weird.
It's disgraceful. Anyway, we're not like that in Australia, but I walked past a building site and I heard guys, bloody hell, Gary, get a cup of tea there, mate. So there's still the classic Cockney kind of workers out there. Like, yeah, mate, yeah.
And then I love it because you go, you're right there, Guff. You're right there. Guff. You want a hand with that? You're right. I felt very at home when I was there.
Well, the taxi drivers are all, because they've got to do the knowledge, aren't they? You know.
Yeah.
I tell you what, mate, these bicycle lanes, you know what they are, don't you? They're what they're doing.
Tell you what, give you a story.
This is actually a female taxi driver telling me this, but she spoke like that too. She's like, you know what they are? They are putting these bicycle lanes in, and then they're just big enough to get self-driving cars down them, and that's what's going to happen. We're all going to be replaced by self-driving cars. So she had this conspiracy theory that the bike lanes were for self-driving cars.
Interesting, idea, but no.
Glenn, it's a bit crazy, isn't it?
Big Ben.
Where are you from, love?
Where you accent?
Were you from Birds of a Feather? Anyway, you've seen Big Ben.
I've seen Big Ben. I haven't dwelled on it though. I haven't sort of.
It's a good nickname for you,
for my book.
Your dog.
Big Ben.
Glenn, get out Big Ben for us.
If you did Google Big Ben, you have to worry what comes up. I don't want that in my history that I Googled
Big Ben.
And there's a...
Not in front of the kids, Glenn. Don't get Big Ben out in front of the kids. Don't make it ring. Because that's a famous... Boom.
Yeah. He's got a big... Oh, look, we can't do that.
You hear it. You hear it when you're in London.
A big dong.
The big dong.
Sorry.
Bong.
How old is it?
Oh, that's a very good question. Turn of the century. It's near Parliament. I know it's near Westminster.
Right on the river,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
on the Thames.
It's so funny because you look at it and you go, well, that's like, you just think of all the TV shows, Spooks. You watch Spooks on the ABC?
No.
Oh, great show about the spies and stuff. And it features
But
in that.
it'd all be automated now, wouldn't it?
You'd reckon, but sure, there's a bloke up there in charge of polishing the stuff. And he's been here 50 years, that bloke.
I know that they don't have a toilet in there.
There's no toilet in Big Ben.
But yeah, so why,
What about in Parliament? In British Parliament, there's 3 bars. There's 3 pubs within.
that would be reflective of the...
Yeah, the British.
Have we got any bars up in Canberra?
No, but yeah, there was a bar. Oh, absolutely. There's bars in Parliament. There's a bar in Parliament House. There was a bar in Parliament.
So
Barnaby Joyce.
why are you surprised about there being a bar?
Well, I think they're like pubs or bars in.
Oh, like the full deal.
Oh, I'd love to go there. That'd be great.
You're not a pub guy.
No, but I'm a political guy. I'd love to go there.
Jeez, I don't want to get you started on the... Hey, when this comes out, we're not far away.
From what?
The
The election.
Oh, I don't want to...
Oh, well, things are going to... Hopefully things will change. Jenna and the girl... My daughter's obsessed by politics. So
Gets it from her dad.
Yeah, she does all the voices and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, she does. Anthony Albanese. I'm from a single mother.
So she does him.
Yeah, she does ScoMo, like she said. Jen and the girls are the centre of my world. That's his.
You should get her up and be
Get up
part
on
of-
stage.
Yeah, get her a double
Anthony Albanese.
act. I'm going to say it's like 1800s or something like that.
Yeah, it's an impressive building.
It's very impressive.
Yeah.
Has it been in movies? It was in. I think it was in some James Bond movies. I think.
Oh yeah.
Surely they've done it.
Harry Potter. It's in
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
He's got more. What's that great saying? He's got more faces than the town hall clock. You know. That's that was in the Royal Family when she said about. Remember Jim Royal, the main fat guy.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the Royal Family, the
On the couch. Yeah.
And the mother, and he was slagging someone off, and
Yeah.
and the wife goes, he's got more faces than the town hall clock, and then Anna goes, yeah, and every one of them miserable. That is a great show. Look at Royal Family. Anyway, what else can we say about Big Ben?
It gets snow on it sometimes. It gets
yeah.
frozen sometimes. Maybe does it get frozen? I don't know.
Oh, do the arms get frozen?
I'm guessing it might.
It's some bloke's job to put hot water on that.
Hey, was it blown up in the Blitz?
No.
Well, obviously not. Why am I asking that? But surely
Would have been a target.
would have to be a target.
Whatever you do, hit the Big Ben.
Get the Big Ben.
You reckon that? You reckon London Bridge?
Yeah.
But in fact, what is that bit of trivia? London Bridge is actually the bridge near it. That actual bridge that we think is London Bridge is called something else. There's some bit of trivia about it. The old-fashioned one. You see those things. They're so amazing when you see them up close.
They are.
Yeah.
There is no doubt that when you stand in the spot that shit happened, it's fantastic.
Yeah, but you know what happens now in England, okay? So you go to like Nelson Square or where Nelson, there's a statue and stuff, okay, where there's people going around. There's always some idiot
spoils
busker. Yeah, going,
Oh, yeah.
all right, I go around, ladies and gentlemen, just put a $20 note in the suitcase. Yeah.
See, I reckon the war rooms are the number one.
They're the best.
They're the best.
The Churchill War Rooms.
Because when you step in, the old world goes, new world goes away. You step into the old world,
great.
and they have recordings. We shall find them on the beaches. We shall never surrender.
You know where we went to, which you had to get a train. It was like getting a train to Werribee or something if you're in Melbourne or way out. It's like a country town. It was Bletchley Park. We went to Bletchley Park.
What's the?
Well, that's where they did all the
ringing a bell.
code breaking. They did all the code breaking, Enigma and stuff. They did
That movie.
yeah, with that guy in it.
Oh, what's his name?
Having a noble moment. Oh, he's Doctor Strange. He's
I'm not remembering
he's
his name.
he's in the Jane Campion's new film. That guy.
You're stuffed.
He's great. He's a great actor.
He is a great actor. He was
Yeah.
on the Graham
Sure.
Norton show, and he couldn't say penguin.
That's him.
He said
Sherlock,
penguin.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Bang.
Get back on your tractor, Noble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he's in a movie called Enigma about the code breakers,
Yeah.
which they filmed at Bletchley Park, and you can go there, and it's a museum. It's great to walk around and imagine them all code breaking there.
So if you go to London, is there like the big five? Like if you go to Africa, you got to see a lion, a tiger, you got an elephant, a thing.
A rhino.
All right. Yeah. In London, what have you got to see? You got to see the Tower of London. You got to see.
Tower of London.
You got to see the Queen's Joint.
Oh, Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace. You got to see Nelson's
Big Ben.
Nelson's Column.
Yeah, Westminster.
Yeah.
The London Eye, but that's sort of new.
Harrods, you got to get Harrods.
Harrods, you got to go to Harrods. You got to go to the ice cream parlour at Harrods.
Yeah,
very good, very
what
good,
else you
very
gotta
good.
do?
That's about it. It's done enough.
And then they had there was the big. I wouldn't go on the Ferris wheel.
No, the big eye. No.
No.
But you got to go on the Thames. It'd be good to go on the Thames.
I've never been on the Thames.
Oh, what we did. One of the dads at school is he's a history teacher. And he put me in touch with this guy who worked at the museum, and he does what's called mudlarking, because Thames is a tidal river. It drops about 10 feet every day, and it reveals all this mud. Oh. And there's not a lot of people, but people down there in the mud digging for artefacts.
Oh, historical stuff.
Yeah. And we went down there with him, and he showed us, and we dig, and we found some stuff. And he would go, "Oh, that's only 100 years old," and just throw it away.
Wow.
Don't keep that. Because the Thames used to be like a dumping ground for people. They dump all their rubbish down there. And I found like a gambling chip. I've still got it.
So you did it?
Yeah, it was great. I loved it. There were guys down there with shovels getting right into it. You know, that kind of stuff.
Now, the ringing of the bells of Big Ben, I think we said, it's not pulling ropes, is it?
No, it'd be automated.
But it would have been at some point.
At one point it must have been.
And does it would go off how many times a day? Every day at 12? You wouldn't want it every hour.
Is it every hour? I think it might be every hour.
No, is it? I thought it would be like once a day at 12.
Oh,
I don't know.
Does it ring the hours?
Bong, bong.
Does it do one bong for 1 p.m. and then 2 bongs for 2 p.m.? It's a good question.
I don't know.
No, we don't know.
Very good question.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about pennies.
So, pennies. So, over there, a penny is a what? That's like 1 cent.
1 cent. Spend a penny. I love that saying.
Yep.
Spend a penny, which I think is from some toilets in Europe you've got to pay to use. So
have you ever paid to use a toilet?
Yeah, mate, when I went to Italy in the 80s, whatever, I got a shock because, I was pretty naive. I would have been 20-something, 22. Yeah. When I was in Rome, dying to go to the toilet, walked down into these toilets. There was another lady go, "Hello there," putting out a hand. Like, what's happening here? Like, why are you in the men's toilet? Hello. And then you give her like, back then lira, some money, and then she gave her some toilet paper. And then I was in the cubicle. I was too scared to go. I was like, got stage fright because the old lady's about 3 feet away.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But, I mean, she would have heard everything in a time.
Yeah, of course. And, she's been paid for it.
Yeah, then when you walk out, she goes, "Thank you."
When you walk out, you give her a bit more because you go, "Oh, what I just did was worth more than 20 cents.
It was, I assume that's where the saying comes from, spend a penny.
Oh,
I make a big mess. Oh, Mr.
I
Hart.
need more money for that. So penny, we had pennies in Australia, of course. We had pounds, shillings.
You'd
pence.
remember that.
Yeah,
Even older than me.
What year are you born?
65. When was this changeover?
Well, do you know the date? The older listeners,
you know the song, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. On the 14th of February, 1966. That's when we changed over pounds, and we couldn't work it out. We go, what is it? It was a big deal. Whereas, and then you had this thing called a dollar, and then you had to work it back, and it was all. But what was it? There's penny, and then there was 5 pence, and then there was there was a shilling, half a shilling, which was 10 cents. I think.
That's right.
And then there was 20. Then there was 2 bob or whatever. Wow. So that's how long. So, but it's still relevant. The Brits didn't go to the euro, did they? They kept.
It's still pounds, but you can use euros if you want.
Oh, so you can use either.
And now that they've split, they've Brexited.
Now they're back at.
Yeah, they'll go back to pounds.
Yeah, of course they would.
Pounds.
So what do they when they toss the coin at the football?
Oh yeah.
That's probably I don't know what they use in
20
Australia.
cents? 20 cents here?
Yeah, I wonder if they use a penny at the football there.
Yeah, in England.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
And what is the changeover rate now? Roundabout. Is it like $1.75 for £1? Because I always used to think, it was like $2 double.
Yeah, double.
But I think it's under now. I think
it's a bit under.
Yeah.
It's a bit under. It will go up and down, actually. But I remember do you remember the 1934 penny? I think it's 34.
Is that the lucky one?
Yeah, the rare one.
Yeah.
The rare one. My dad nearly bought one. He bought one. There was one in a coin shop, and he was going to buy it, but Mum said, "No, we can't afford it." And it would have been worth a lot of money now.
How much was it?
He used to go on. He used to go on about it.
$100 for one, say?
Oh no! Now it'd be worth thousands and thousands. The 1934 penny would be worth thousands and thousands because there was a fault in it or something, wasn't there?
Yeah, no, I remember people saying, "Hey, look through that jar."
You get the 1934 penny.
Yeah. But surely you could
forge it.
Forge it. Maybe you and I should think about going into forging.
Pennies from heaven. That was a TV show, wasn't it? Pennies from Heaven. They used to sing and stuff. Remember that was a British show, and they'd all start singing Pennies from Heaven. It was like a drama.
Why am I seeing Steve Martin? Did he do a film?
Yes, he did a film called Pennies from Heaven. You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm mixing it up. But there was I can't remember.
Penny. Who used to sing Penny Arcade?
Roy Orbison.
That's a good song.
In Penny Arcade. Dun, 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 dun. He didn't write it, I think, but that's a great song.
No, I don't think he wrote it.
In Penny Lane.
Have you ever heard they
Beatles?
sing that at the soccer? I think one of the
The
Rangers.
Rangers, yeah, the Scottish soccer club.
Penny Arcade.
I love it when they sing at
I
the
love
soccer.
it. Those guys, they've just, wow, God, I wish our football people. I get embarrassed when they sing the football song in Australia.
Well, I'm a Geelong supporter, and when you see them down in the rooms, they do it
embarrassing.
really quick. They go, "We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. We are Geelong, who always on the ball." So they sing to cover the bits of silence too.
Yeah, yeah. See the ball, it's like up.
Because the football themes are actually good songs. They're all old songs.
But the way they've recorded them,
see the bombers fly
it's like,
up.
so it needs to be updated. Anyway,
I know. But then again, if you get the newer clubs, like have you heard like? We've got the power to move. We've got the power to go.
Yeah.
Come on. Anyways, some of them are good. You know what's a really good song is the Western Sydney Giants because it's written by the guy from Cat Empire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Well, that's what it should. They all should be redone.
Rousing, kind of. Rousing.
What else can we say? Pennies. What are they made of?
Were they copper originally?
I think are they copper. Are they steel? I think there might be steel covered in something.
I mean, remember we used to have 1 cent coins? That was like our penny.
I know I remember then.
Remember the 1 cent?
1 cent.
Remember the 2 cent?
2 cent. 5 cent.
Echidna? Was there echidna on the 2
yes.
cents?
So there's no 5 cent anymore, is there?
No, there's 5. Absolutely, there's 5 cent. What do you do with a 5 cent coin?
Nothing.
Because the thing about 5 cent is that it's now costing more to produce a 5 cent coin. It costs more than 5 cents.
I've stopped carrying a wallet.
What? Look,
I have no loose change in my pocket.
I got.
What do you do when you're outside if there's someone outside the supermarket wanting money? I don't know what to do. They need.
Well, he's got FPOS. He's got to have FPOS.
He's got to have FPOS because I can never got anything.
I got 10 cents. It's got what's that? Got a lie bird on it. Okay. What's 20 cents got on it? Here's a quiz
Platypus.
for you. Oh my God, you're good.
Platypus, echidna. Echidna would be on the 5. What's on the 1?
Oh, I can't remember. Was it a koala?
Probably.
What's on the dollar? Oh, there's all different things on the dollar.
Is Queen's head still on the back?
Queen's head. I used to do a joke about it. Imagine if you went out with the Queen and you broke up with her and went, I never want to see her again.
That's right.
Stuff her, she dumped me. Imagine being dumped by the Queen.
Does that photo come up all the time?
Oh, imagine getting your coins out and going there. Oh my God, there she is. I'll see if I've got a 5 cent. Okay. What's on a 5 cent?
What didn't I say? I thought it was you said an echidna.
Yeah, that's an echidna. Very cute.
I see echidnas quite often.
Where?
Down the peninsula.
All right, here we go. Oh, I was going to say what's on a 50 cent, but...
Is this good podcast? Have you tuned out?
This is what podcasts are for, aren't they?
Really, they are.
Talking about songs.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you ever been to I went to the US Mint.
Yeah, you've told the story.
I've told that story, have I?
You know what the Mint is? It's a license to print money.
Oh, that's good.
Good on your dad. See that joint over there? Because you used to be able to see the Mint in Melbourne as you drive. Was it to the airport? It was on the Hume.
Yeah, on the Hume. That's right.
Yeah, guys. That's the Mint. That's a license to print money over there.
And if you work in there, you wore overalls with no pockets.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
How would you go to I mean, you'd have a zip to go to the toilet, but surely.
I hope so.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what else we can say.
Pennies. It's I wonder if they've still got pennies in England. Or have they phased them out like the 1 cent coin?
Well, they were big. They were bigger than
they were like a 20
cent
piece. They
piece.
were big.
They were big. So if you couldn't tell, like you put your hand in your pocket and have a bit of a fossil around, you know how much you got in there. It's like the American dollar. You open your wallet, you can't tell how much money you got.
They're all the same.
They're all
same
colour.
Yeah, I know. That's
Australian
annoying.
money got your colours.
Who's on the $5 note? Australia.
Who is on the $5 note?
Who? We just talked about her.
Someone flying an aeroplane.
It's the Queen.
Oh, that's the one where you can make her. You fold it up in a certain way, and it looks like the Queen's doing something inappropriate.
Oh, really?
No, you can make. Here's the Queen, and there's the Queen's bum.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Remember that?
Yes.
The Queen's bum. Do you reckon? Yeah, she wouldn't. She wouldn't listen to this podcast.
No, I don't think the Queen's listening to this podcast.
I'm listening to Somehow Related.
I find that it comforts me in these days when Philip has fallen off this mortal coil.
Do you reckon anyone in the royal family would listen to this podcast?
Listen to this podcast?
Would they listen to any podcast?
Oh, I think, well, Meghan and Harry did a podcast. Remember they got paid millions of dollars to join Amazon? They put out one podcast?
No, and that was it. That's it.
Similar to what we get paid, Glenn. Millions of dollars.
Yeah. Well,
look, let's have some thinking music.
Yes.
So we could have Pennies from Heaven, Penny Arcade. Big Ben. We could have Big Ben going.
Donging.
Boom, boom. Is that too boring? Is it?
I think it is a bit boring. Why don't we
We've
have
already put people to sleep with what coin is that?
Shut that down, though. Yeah,
shut that down
for a game show. What coin is this?
What coin is that?
Yeah. I was going to say. I reckon you would enjoy, because I heard this the other day. I don't know why I heard it, but it was Penny Arcade sung by the crowd.
The Rangers, like you said. Sure. So by all the fans.
All the fans up one end.
Great.
And if they came together, they'd be beating the crap out of one another. But they each have their end.
Yeah.
And which was the same here, isn't it? You each have your end.
Oh, yeah, but you still see, like, Collingwood supporters sitting with.
Yeah.
And even in the NRL, you see, I don't think it's that divided here. You're not going to get stabbed or anything here.
No, I think it's pretty good.
Let's hear that. Let's hear the Rangers.
No, I'd like to hear that.
Wow, it's rousing, isn't it?
Rousing is a good word.
Rousing
is a really good word.
Well,
okay. I reckon I've got this worked out.
Pennies and Big Ben. Oh, I know. Originally, Big Ben worked on pennies. Like, in England they had those electric meters that worked on pennies. You see it in old movies and stuff in England. They have to put money in the electric meter.
Oh.
Remember that? They put money in the electric meter and they had to pay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they pay for a TV license.
Through the thing.
Yeah. I'm going to say Big Ben originally worked on pennies.
I'm going to say...
Gary, go put some more pennies in Big Ben. Stop running.
What I said earlier.
Bloody hell, Samantha.
If you go to Big Ben...
I'll get you, Blakey. On the buses. She died the other day.
I'll get you, butter.
Ethel, the woman in it, who was quite attractive, but she played an unfortunate-looking woman with the big, thick glasses and stuff. But she was a former model or something.
We need Tony Martin at this point. Yeah. He was a big fan on the buses.
On the buses, really?
He was always doing stuff.
I'll get you, butler.
I'm going to say Big Ben hasn't got a toilet, which I know. So if you want to spend a penny at Big Ben, you can't.
What was that? Really? Okay. All right.
Oh, disparaging.
No. All right.
Okay.
Let's get the answer, Sam.
Inside the tower, pennies and pounds have been used as pendulum weights to regulate the timepiece since it was set ticking more than 150 years ago.
Wow.
There you go. So you would think they would have something more sophisticated than that.
These days of computerization and people with degrees in maths and stuff.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Did you have a clock in your house that your dad used to wind up?
Boom. No, but my in-laws did. Yeah, because when I go and sleep over, I'm talking like 25 years ago. There'd be all this click 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 bong bong bong. It'll bong every hour, and because my parents went into that noisy clocks.
No, because I find clocks that dong or go tick tick tick. Oh, I find it triggers me.
Oh, yeah, it
spooks me.
Yeah,
and so you go to.
It was often older people had them.
Yeah, and you go. So it's never quiet. It's tick. It's like something bad's about to happen.
Yeah, it's like a countdown, like a pendulum.
Yeah, so, yeah. My dad used to have a clock. He would have the key under the clock.
And wind the clock. That is so old.
But our bong was stuff. It would just go, dong.
Your bong?
The dong.
Oh, the dong.
It would dong every hour. But it wasn't
It's annoying if you've got like insomnia, you think, I'm about to fall asleep. Dong.
Yeah.
Oh.
but it was like the dong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. I guess would have been something hitting something, wouldn't it?
What's your view on cuckoo clocks? And the cuckoo would come out.
Oh,
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
That's just too weird.
It's funny.
It's just, I mean,
Cuckoo. As a kid, you liked it, but then you're like, oh no.
What was it? It was bird come out and his mouth had opened.
Yeah,
didn't he?
cuckoo, cuckoo. It's Swiss, I think. I think it's Swiss or Austrian or German.
Anyway,
Oh God, you're going to get Big Ben out in a minute for all of us. So we'll put it on Facebook, guys.
I'm Big Glenn. You're Big Dave.
Big Ben's and Big Steph. Also, big fan of this podcast.